Rosemary was quiet except for the drilling in the wall. The curfew had been lifted and the gambling will shut down. Anyone with any sense had already left town. He was staring in the doorway, looking like the Jack of Hearts. Moved across the mirror room, set it up for everyone, he said. And everyone commenced to do what they were doing before he turned their heads. Then he walked up to a stranger and he asked them with a grin, "Could you kindly tell me, friend, what time the show begins?" Then he moved into the corner, face down like the Jack of Hearts. Backstage the girls were playing 5 cards, stood by the stairs. Lily had 2 queens, she was hoping for a third to match her pair. Outside the streets were filling up, the windows open wide. A gentle breeze was blowing, you could feel it from inside. Lily called another bet and drew up the Jack of Hearts. Big Jim was no one's fool, he owned the town's only diamond mine. He made his usual entrance, looking so dandy and so fine. With his bodyguards and a silver cane, every hair was in place. He took whatever he wanted to and he laid it all to waste. With his bodyguards and the silver cane, there were no match for the Jack of Hearts. Rosemary combed her hair and took a carriage into town. She slipped in through the side door, looking like a queen without a crown. She fluttered her false eyelashes and whispered in his ear, "Sorry, darling, that I'm late." He didn't seem to hear. He was staring into space over at the Jack of Hearts. It was a princess, she was fair-skinned and precious as a child. She did whatever she had to do, she had a certain flash every time she smiled. Strange affairs, with men in every walk of life, which took her everywhere. But she never met anyone quite like the Jack of Hearts. Hanging judge came in and noticed Anne was being wined and dined. The drilling in the wall kept up, but no one seemed to pay it any mind. There was no one all around that Lily had Jim's ring, and nothing would ever come between Lily and the king. No, nothing ever would, except maybe the Jack of Hearts. Rosemary started drinking hard and see seeing her reflection in the knife. She was tired of the attention, she was tired of playing the role of Big Jim's wife. She had done a lot of bad things, even once tried suicide. Was looking to do just one good deed before she died. She was gazing to the future, riding on the Jack of Hearts. Then Billy washed her face, took her dress off and buried it away. As she like ran out, she laughed at the end. Well, I guess you must have known it would someday. Be careful not to touch the wall, there's a brand new coat of paint. I'm glad to see you still alive, you're looking like a saint. Down the hallway footsteps, they were coming for the Jack of Hearts. Backstage manager was pacing all around by his chair. There's something funny going on, he said, I can just feel it in the air. They went to get the hanging judge, but the hanging judge was drunk. As the leading actor hurried by in a costume of a monk, but there was no actor anywhere better than the Jack of Hearts. No one knew the circumstance, but they say that it happened pretty quick. The door to the dressing room burst open and a cold revolver clicked. And Big Jim was standing there, you couldn't say surprise. Rosemary right beside him, steady in her eyes. She was with Big Jim, she was leaning to the Jack of Hearts. Two doors down, the boys finally made it through the wall. Cleaned out the bank safe, it said that they got off with quite a haul. In the darkness by the riverbed, they waited on the ground for one more member who had business back in town. No, they couldn't go no further, no, not without the Jack of Hearts. Next day was hanging day, the sky was overcast and black. Big Jim lay covered up, killed by a penknife in the back. Rosemary on the gallows, she didn't even blink. The hanging judge was sober, he hadn't had a drink. The only person on the scene missing was the Jack of Hearts. Cabaret was empty now, the sign said closed for repair. Billy had already taken all of the dye out of her hair. When she was thinking about her father, who she very rarely saw, thinking about Rosemary, and she was thinking about the law.